Hello friends, I have another bins haul for us. So this morning I took a bin to Once Upon a Child. That was all the stuff I showed you in that last haul. So it was 36 items and they actually purchased all of them from me, including, so one of them was that Harry Potter scarf that I said, I don't know if they'll take it because it's not like a full costume. They did accept that. So awesome. I believe it was $62.45. So like $1.70 something per item, which is great. If you remember in that last bins haul, it was around $99 for everything. And I said I was going to try to make that back as soon as possible. And I did. So the very next day, or maybe even that same day, I went to Plato's in Uptown and I got, between the two of them, I think around $66 or so. I got 40 something from Plato's and 24 from Uptown. So I only needed about 30 something more from Once Upon a Child to break even on that haul. And yeah, so since I got 60, I was already in the profit, like 30 something dollars. So awesome. And I still have over 30 items left. Actually, most of them I've already got listed on eBay and Poshmark. So those should start selling off and they'll be pure profit once they do, minus platform fees, obviously. So yeah, that's kind of how I like to do it. And what I'm going to show you today, I'm basically going to do the same thing probably in the next day or two. So today I only spent $59.24. Don't know if that's going to show you guys that. Oh, I wanted to show you this too. At Once Upon a Child today, I had my $10 off coupon from getting points with them from buying and selling. And I found these Adidas Yeezys for, well, they were priced at $11, so I only paid $1 for them. I know Yeezys are faked pretty often, but I don't see anything about these that would make me think they're fake. So I'm going to just list them since they're kid size. I don't think it's worth me going through authenticity, like paying a service to tell me if they're authentic or not. Worst case, somebody complains, says they're fake. I get a return. I lost out on $1, but I feel like these are pretty legit. I checked out a bunch of other ones that are listed and sold on eBay and Posh. So anyways, I did use that with my coupon. And then they also gave me, well, they ended up giving me 3 because they gave me 3 $5 off coupons that I can use each time I go, but I can only use one at a time. I didn't use any of them today, but those were for selling denim to them. And this is just the Colorado Springs location. So I don't think, wherever you guys are located that it might be the same, but you can always call and ask. So anyways, I sold them denim. I got a $5 coupon for that as well on top of the cash payment. So next time I can go buy something for around $5 and flip it, or I can buy my kids something. But yeah, the last time I sold to them last week or a few days ago, my friend Crystal had told me she got one of those. And so when they checked me out, they did not hand me one originally. And so I asked, and she was like, no, we're not doing that right now. So I was like, oh, okay. But that day they had given me a different coupon, like a free pair of shoes up to $5.50 or something like that. So either way, a coupon's a coupon. I was happy with that. But then this morning, that lady gave me 2 coupons and said, I'm sorry, we were supposed to give you these last time. So I have 3 $5 off coupons to use in the next few times I go. So that's really exciting. Let's see, I have an offer on something I'm accepting because I've had these forever. Just a pair of Adidas women's shoes. I actually think I got these from Plato's on like a super clearance. So I probably paid $5. Someone offered $20. They're yours for $20. All right, let me show you what I got for $59. But yeah, this is all for Once Upon a Child, already pre-sorted, and I bet you I will probably get $59 back just from this. It was a lot of kid stuff today, so I'm excited. So first thing, this is kind of the only random thing. I don't know. I thought this will sell. I really couldn't find much comps, but it's the, what is this? Yeah, Professional Bull Riders. Like I've sold jackets and they sell well. This is cool. I mean, it's like fur, so, and then, yeah, the words. So I'm sure that somebody wants to hang this in their house somewhere. It didn't weigh terribly much, so I don't know. I thought it was cool, and I'm going to list that. I don't know, I want to say like 30. I did Google Lens and like some people had them listed like 40 plus, but not sold yet. So I want to say 30, maybe, probably at least 20. All right, let's do rapid fire for Once Upon a Child stuff. So yeah, I'm going to probably take this in the next day or two again. And so this one I did today, I was just trying to keep it only from that stuff from the last bins haul, just to, see the exact amount I made off of the 99, but I do have, like I said, probably, I actually think I have around 10 items that have just been floating around my house, and I want to bring those too. So this one I'm not going to care quite as much about making the 59 back. I'm just very confident I'm going to. So I'm going to add in what I have with this stuff just so I can get some money back on that stuff as well. So this is Jumping Beans fleece. We've got Cat and Jack flannel. Got a little Carter's Dino fleece jacket. This is Children's Place little flamingo button down. This is Kids Roper, like a pearl snap. We've got Izod Kids button down. Some Nike jogger pants. This is Okie Dokie little dress. This is Zerjan, I believe that's a Kohl's brand. Got a Hurley sweatshirt. This just says my favorite tee, so I'm not sure where that's sold at, but just basic t-shirt. This is Cat and Jack basic t-shirt. Got an Oshkosh flannel. Wonder Nation flannel. This is Garanimals girls unicorn shirt. Got some Cat and Jack little patriotic denim shorts. Cat and Jack plaid skirt. This is Cat and Jack boys flannel. These are some Carter's khaki pants. Cat and Jack little embroidered heart gauze dress. This is Gap Kids button down. This is buttons and thread, just like a plaid. I did strip one Build-A-Bear today for this little outfit. Old Navy flannel. Some boys Levi's denim shorts. Justice girls shirt. Got Wonder Nation. This is Gymboree flannel. This is Athletic Works, like a soccer short. Got Free Planet boys button down. This is a little Carter's Preemie sleeper. Carter's Henley. Knew It tag Old Navy, like a uniform short. And that is all for Once Upon a Child. So yeah, like if I get the same payout per item, around $1.70 or so per piece. I don't know how many pieces that was, but I definitely think it's over 20, probably closer to 30. So yeah, I think that should get me almost all of my money, if not all of my money back. And then I have all this stuff to either list or buy, sell, trade at the adult stores. And then the last thing, this is for personal use, but Chris likes when I get him cast iron things. This one's not branded, but we don't have like one like this. This would be like a nice little camping one. So gotta clean that up. All right, so we got, this is Honey Love, little shapewear. We love Honey Love. So I imagine this is at least 20. So this is Pilcrow. So this is definitely their older tag. So I'm probably just going to try these at the buy sell trade stores and see if they buy them first. They're also not in like amazing condition. Like the embroidery looks kind of like it has some discoloration, like blue bleeding on from the denim. So, you know, if the buy sell trade stores pass, I will definitely list them. I thought it was a cool find either way, but yeah. We've got an Eddie Bauer skirt. Find these all the time. I already have listings in List Perfectly. They're just really easy to copy my title over and over every time I find one of these. Probably 10 to 15 bucks out of that. This is a White House Black Market, like an eyelet tank top. So that's probably 15 or so. This is just like a Lucky Brand kimono. I think I wanted to try this on for myself, so if I don't want that, I will list it, but probably not for a ton. Look, this is a Columbia men's soft shell jacket. So this I'm going to throw in the washing machine and then try that at the buy sell trade stores. This is ModCloth, new with tag, but it's a 4X. And I do love selling plus size, but I noticed like the pants are harder for me to move in plus size. But like a shirt in a 4X would probably do pretty well. So I'm gonna try these at Uptown Cheapskate first. I don't know if they'll buy them, but I'm gonna hope that they will, just so I can just kind of move them, get a little bit of quick cash. But I'm happy to list them if they pass. These were kind of a cool find. So these, I don't know if I've sold it before. It's built and then it says Iron Workers. It's just like a heavy duty work pant. And yeah, these are not like in amazing condition, but the reason I bought these is because when I checked sell-through rate, it was well over 100% for this brand. So I figured if nothing else, I should be able to get a quick sale from these. And the comps were like 30 to 50 pre-owned. And I think that these, even though they're not in great condition, are in better condition than a lot of the ones that we're selling for over 30. So I'm hoping 30 minimum on those. Shout out to my bins friend Crystal, gave me this Tommy Bahama hat. It has one tiny spot, but otherwise very good condition. And yeah, I will list that or buy sell trade it. I don't know if the buy sell trade will take it. I'll probably just list that for 10 to 15 or something. This is Under Armour, just like a golf polo shirt. It is in a 3X. I'm going to try this at Uptown. I might try it at Plato's and then Uptown, so we'll see. If not, the men's 3X stuff, that should sell for probably 15 to 20. This is just like a Walmart brand crew neck, but it was new with tag. The brand is Wound Up. I'm hoping one of the buy sell trade stores buy that from me. This is just one I got for myself. Ginger Marvin uniform, just a oversized crew neck. Wear that with some leggings this winter. Needs a good wash. Shout out Camille. She gave me this because she knows I like new with tag. So it's just Worthington, which I think is like a JCPenney brand, but it is a 2X. And since it's new, I would not have bought this if it wasn't new, but you know, new is a little bit easier to sell. This is also a really nice fall color, so I think that should do pretty well. Hopefully like 15 bucks or so. And then Camille also gave me this so that I could trade it into the North Face, but has a lot of hair, so I will throw that in the washing machine. Thank you so much, Camille. So that'll get me 10 bucks. And I also found two other North Face pieces. So these pants are North Face, so that'll get me 10 bucks. This shirt, this is very well loved and it's white and it's pretty dingy. I'm gonna wash that, but I don't know. So I don't know if they will pass on it or not, but I figured it was such a lightweight thing to grab that I would give it a shot. So we're gonna try that one as well. This was, it's a Nike little like windbreaker pullover. When I Google it, I believe this was Horned Frogs, and I think it was Texas Christian University if I remember correctly. So I don't know, these type of windbreaker things can do pretty well. Like I want to say I can probably get at least 30 bucks for this, so I'm excited about that. These I just kind of got for, well, I was thinking kids consignment, but this one doesn't actually say kid. I might try to put this in like the buy sell trade bins first and see if they take them, but otherwise those will just go in my consignment bins for at some point. I mean, at this point, I'm, like I said, I've already given all the stuff for this coming sale, and winter hats I'm not going to put in the spring sale. So these will just be saved somewhere for like another year, but they just weigh hardly anything. So once the sale does happen, if I'm making a couple bucks per piece on random things like this, but I've saved them throughout the whole year, you know, it'll be a nice little paycheck once that comes around again. So, this was a bunch of new with tag Selma panties. So I'm gonna just lot these up. They're all a XX, I think. So yeah. A couple of them look like they fell on the bin's floor and they're dirty, so I will probably just keep those for myself, throw them in the wash. But otherwise, any of them that don't have any spots on them, I'm gonna just do a big lot, and hopefully $5 or so per pair. You know, these hardly weigh anything, so that should be a nice little flip. And last thing today, I don't know this brand, but it was new at Tag. It says casting. It does say made in France. The retail on the back says $110. It's just like a pretty sweater. This is actually the back side, but that's the cool part. Yeah, I saw a similar one listed around 100, but I did not see like any sold even in like different patterns or anything. So I doubt that this is like something that really anyone's looking out for. So I might just have to hope the right buyer comes along and just really wants this. But you know, I wasn't going to leave that at the bin. So yeah, hopefully I can get something for that. All right, guys, this wasn't a huge haul, but like I said, bin hauls are exciting for me. I'm going to get started working on this like right now. It's 2:45. Chris should be home with Connor in like 30 minutes. So honestly, I can probably get this whole video edited and my Once Upon a Child bin put together before that, and then start photographing a few of these items. So yeah, that should allow me to go back to bins in the next day or two, and I should be back with another haul soon. Hope you all are having a great day. Bye, friends.